Good morning. It's 10:04. I'm Arlene Bunnan, and this is the Expert Hour. And today we have something really exciting. In the studio, we have End-to-End and Cisco, and we are going to learn today how End-to-End Networks and Cisco are using technology to transform everything we do in our business. And I encourage everybody to listen up today because this is an evolutionary moment in technology. Joining me in the studio, I have Heath Friel, who is the Director of Technology from End-to-End. Hi, Heath.
Hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful, thanks. It's great that you could be here. And Ian Gallagher is with us. He's a strategic production specialist, strategic product specialist for unified communications at Cisco. Hi, Ian. How are you?
Hi there. Good to be here.
Okay. Let's start off by kind of explaining and getting everybody into the tent here. You know, we've all got phones and this, and we're all doing wonderful things, no matter who we are, personally or in our business, using technology. But this really is, as I said, an evolutionary moment, isn't it, when it comes to business? Maybe you could explain what exactly is going on now on how we can put everything together.
Absolutely. This technology, I've been in this business for 20 years, and this technology is one of the most exciting I've run into in the 20 years. We're seeing everything come together. We're seeing voicemail, email, chat, everything you can think of, everything you've done in your daily life for business and at home even, has coming together, and it's changing the way we work.
All right. And Ian, so we can do anything anywhere. This is kind of like our sci-fi dream.
We're really looking for a way for organizations to transform the way they interact with their customers by, as Heath mentioned, bringing together all forms of communication to optimize the way we communicate.
Okay, we're going to learn a lot about this in this hour. Just before we move forward, though, I mean, if I'm listening to this and I think, oh, I know there's a lot of sophisticated technology out there, but I'm a small business, a medium business, or a work-at-home person, I think it's for somebody else. Tell me if I'm right. Heath?
No, it's definitely for small business. In fact, what we've seen, enterprises, big companies have deployed this. They generally don't utilize all the features and functionality that's available for them. And we found that small businesses actually get more bang for the buck when they go with unified communications because they can quickly deploy all of the features that allow them to unify their communications and actually work better and smarter.
All right. So Ian, this is not something just for the big operations. This is why we're talking about this as an evolutionary moment.
Yeah, not at all. And we are really quite focused on converging these solutions together to really deliver a cohesive package to small and medium business to bring all the capabilities that we've in the past certainly delivered to enterprises in a small, concise solution for
and
small
that's,
business.
There's a lot of new parts about it, and that is, it's, moving it so it's within what everybody can afford and what everybody can dream about. Maybe we should go into a description of what Cisco and End-to-End networks do. First of all, why don't we start with End-to-End. Heath?
Yeah.
Maybe give us an overview of
End-to-End. We've been in business 17 years, coming on our 18th year. We provide design, implementation, and ongoing support and maintenance for data and voice networks across the GTA, across North America. So the focus is on GTA. Our biggest focus is on this small, medium business. And unified communications has become a very large part of that business.
Okay. And maybe there's unified communications is a technical term. But what does it mean, really?
I'll let Ian jump in on that.
Yeah.
Sure. So I think unified communications is really best described in context of some other terms that have been used. So just very quickly, going back 15 years or so, we started hearing the word voice over IP. And voice over IP is really about a transport technology for encoding voice and sending it over packet networks. We then got into IP telephony, and IP telephony was about making complete voice systems, IP PBXs, for instance, to provide telephone services to organizations. Unified communications was, by virtue of being based on the Internet protocol, we started to see the ability for multiple communication systems to be integrated together, like Heath mentioned, bringing together voicemail and telephones themselves, email, really all forms of communication. When we bring those solutions together, we find that new and more productive solutions emerge. And really it's all about enabling people to communicate with the right people at the right time using the correct communication method This is where unified communications extends beyond just voice and brings together all the forms.
So we have now a wardrobe of choices when we want to contact someone or have a business meeting with someone.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, I can give you a great example is I like coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. I'm not always at my desk. And a lot of small businesses, they're, the owner is out on the road. They're doing their sales. They're not always there to take the call. And in the past, I'd come back to my desk and I'd have 5, 6 voicemails that I'd have to call into the phone system, listen to the voicemail, write down the phone number, call them back. How that's changed now is using some of the features in unified communications. My cell phone rings when my desk phone rings at the same time. If I happen to be in the office, I can take the call. If I'm down at the coffee machine, I'll take the call, and I can actually transfer that call back to the phone system if I wish, if I'm in the office. But if I'm in a meeting, I will ignore the call. I can see who it's from. I can see it's coming from the outside. I can ignore the call, but I'll get the email on my iPhone in this case. And that way I can return the call or return the voicemail immediately without having to write any numbers down.
It is like a super magical executive assistant thinking about you at any moment in time.
Absolutely, yes. That's a good example.
Oh, well, thank you. Just before we go to break, we talked in detail about what end-to-end does. Ian Gallagher, maybe you can explain what Cisco does.
Sure. So many people may know Cisco as a provider of core communications and data networking equipment for both the public internet, but also organizations. We have also expanded into many other what we call advanced technology areas, including video, voice, wireless networking, data center solutions, etc. So we've really reached out into many other technology areas, all sort of based on our background in core routing and switching and data communications network equipment.
All right. We are going to take a break, and when we return, we're going to continue to learn a lot more about this here on the Expert Hour. We have, from end to end, Heath Friel in the studio, and Ian Gallagher is here from Cisco, and we are discussing technology to transform businesses, and if that didn't hook you, I don't know what will. I'm Arlene Bonner. We'll return in a moment on AM640.